Hello and welcome to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. So we get to show a little bit of the pep band here before the national anthem. So we'll let you guys enjoy that for a little bit, and we'll be back after the introductions.
Welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School in tonight's Curryland Conference contest between the South Fulton Rebels and your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to ask that you please rise as we honor America. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Miss Keely Lee. She will perform for you tonight's national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. Introducing first, visiting South Fulton Rebels. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Jeff Wood. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 2, Easton Sullivan. And the third guard, a 5'9" junior, number 4, Nick Houston. And one forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 20, Hayden Folsall. And at forward, a 6'3" junior, number 30, Ben Sheeran. Casey Jones has the Rebel mix, assisted by Thomas Coleman. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. At guard, the 5'10" junior, number 24, Fulton Huffman. At guard, the 5'10" senior, number 3, Ezra Mason. At guard, the 5'10" senior, number 5, Jalen Conley. At forward, a 6' senior, number 10, Carter Sullivan. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 11, Dalton Strode. Ends up the Spartan bench, assisted by Steve Martin. The next officials are Brian Sullivan, Darryl Wilkinson, and Ian Steinhead.
Hello and welcome to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we get set for the varsity contest. Both teams out there. This game brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Colt Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Tip-off is up as South Fulton will be able to start it out. Bushnell able to take home the victory in the JV contest earlier. As they swing out towards that left side, back up. Three-pointer for Jet Woods will be off. Rebounded by Dalton Huffman. As Ezra Mason will have it. Back to Jalen Conley at the top of the key. He's going to step back three. That'll miss. Tipped around, rebounded by Dalton Huffman. Tipped, almost tipped in, rebounded by Caden Fogelsong. Back out towards that right side. They're going to drive, takes a nice shot, misses. Rebounded by Conley. Conley going to push up the tempo. Both teams looking to run back out towards Mason. Ezra Mason with a great play.
Conley with a great pass there. That was really nice.
Conley able to play with his head up, knew exactly where Ezra was, needed to put it in 2-0 for BPC. You know, looking down at both coaches, pretty muted color styling for Tyler Snyder, the head coach. Mostly, you know, he likes to mess around with some bright blue, some bright red, pinks, you know, every type of different color for pant legs. Goes with a normal gray tonight.
Hey, sometimes the normal mixes it up.
Last year at the MVIT, 3-ball for Dalton Schroed will be off, rebounded by Huffman. Saw a picture from a year ago today. We were down there at the MVIT tournament, and Coach Martin had the all-white pant, suit, everything white. That one will fall for Nick Houston. Everything from his shorts down to his shoes, everything all white. Took a picture and sent it to Coach Snyder and said, I didn't know you were coaching with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That one got to Stevie. Stevie looks at me and says, Kenny, I'm probably the skinniest person you know. Why would you call me that?
Well, to be fair, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man would be a great center.
It'll be tipped, blocked by Strode. Carter Alleman with the ball as he passes back towards Dalton. Dalton for three. That'll be off. Rebounded by Nick Hudson.
Lots of good shots taken so far. It's just they haven't been able to get in the basket.
That one looks good. That one misses again. Man, just 2 3-pointers by Woods could have fallen easily, just a little bit towards that left side. 5:13 remaining. Passes back to Conley. Spartans setting up an offensive set. Gets the screen, looks to pass inside. He has to swing it back out towards Ezra. A little hesitation on the pass there.
Good
Ezra
screen.
puts it up, gets the foul, so 2 shots upcoming for Ezra Mason.
That was a good screen set there by Conley, but unfortunately it just doesn't really matter.
Rebel personal foul charged to Caden Fogelsong, number 20.
Caden Fogelsong will get his first, team first. 2 shots upcoming for Ezra Mason.
Fogelsong, that's a last name that I can't pronounce.
Misses. First one. Well, you don't really have to worry about it. You've got a camera and I've got the roster.
That's true. You unfortunately don't know the tale of how I somehow managed to say his name 9 different times during the Macomb versus.
Oh, I know. Dwayne told me.
Fogelsong probably hates me.
Back up top as they'll pass over towards the corner. Jet Woods, there'll be a foul call. Let's see who it was. I'll call that one on
number 7.
Oh, yeah. Did you say number 7?
He put up 7 numbers.
24. 2 and a 4. Oh, my gosh. Shot is up and in for Fogelsong.
Laugh it up there, buddy.
I am. That's hilarious. Conley on the drive will be a blocking foul, so it'll be underneath the basket.
See, maybe if you weren't distracting Conley, he would have made that shot.
Maybe if you could count, it was a 2 and a 4. That's 6. That's not even 7.
I could have sworn I saw a 3 and a 4.
Ezra Mason into the game. It's the second team foul for the Rebels. Shot is in. That'll fall for Jalen Conley.
He had a beautiful jumper right there. Nothing else you can perfect on that. That's just great.
Shot is up, and that one is in for Fogelsong.
Well, Fogelsong with 4 already, I assume.
Drive inside, shot will be fouled. 2 shots upcoming for Dalton Huffman.
Rebel personal foul number 20, Caden Fogelsong, his second.
Caden will get his second, team third.
Yep, 3 fouls already for the Rebels.
Saw foul issues come in late during the JV contest. Both teams in the double bonus. As Huffman gets his first. South Fulton, Emmett Pilger comes in. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. 6-5 your score, 3:46 remaining. Then a fast quarter already. Pass down, shot blocked out of the way by Dalton Huffman.
Watch out, audience.
And speaking of audience, you know, this is kind of what happens when first big game back, 2 teams right down the road from each other. We got a full gym. As it looks like Caden Palm into the game for BPC. Shot from behind. Palm will get the foul.
And then Fulton
And the and one.
For 1.
Palm will get his first, team second. To make the 3-point play, will miss. So only 2 for Ben Sherd. Eight to 5, your score, 3:30 remaining. Conley pass back up towards Ezra. Palm for 3, that'll hit. Caden Palm.
With that, he ties up the game, 8-8.
Set with the press. Strode sticking around, as that'll be a no call there. Tipped around, has a wide open lane, passes back on the drive, swings up top. Jet on the play, Euro steps his way, but it'll be blocked by Caden Palm, and will stay with South Fulton. Coach Snyder not liking that call.
Jet turned on the Jetser to get to the basket, and unfortunately, just he couldn't reach Mach 3 to make it in.
Osmond Perelku set to come. Up top towards Jet, back towards Emmett. Tipped by Mason. You can hear Snyder say hands up as soon as Mason tips it. Back high pass, tipped and round, stolen away by Dalton Strode. Strode inside to Mason. Ezra Mason for 2. That'll rattle out and miss. Rebounded by Carter Allman. That looked like it got blocked by Sherrard. And he puts it up for 2. Misses. Gets his own rebound. Tries it again. Misses. Can he go 3 for 3? As that's tipped in by Dalton Strode.
Rarely do you see the tip ball.
We'll call that on Ben Sherd.
I feel like when it comes to those situations, you just give 1 point to the dude that rebounded it, and the other point.
Allman, bad rattle for Allman. Tipped out by Perelku for the steal.
As they slow down and try to recover a little bit.
Has Palm in the corner. Right back to Osmond. A 3 ball for Caden Palm.
Can't let him get open. 2 threes for him on the day, and both of them have made it in.
Tipped in around. Kleinetz and Braden Barker set to come back into the game. It'll be out of bounds and Spartan ball.
Spartan basketball.
Tanner and Braden in for Dalton and Carter. That is Dalton Strode and Carter. It's kind of the fun you get when you got 3 Daltons on your team.
Yeah.
Although, as I do say that Dalton Yoakum not playing today, as you can see him down next to Stevie. Osmond Perelku over towards the corner. Ezra on the drive. He has Braden down low. Braden on the nice play. Braden Barker for 2.
He fooled him.
Braden has some great moves down low as a post. 4 defenders up high trying to get a steal. Nobody getting back as they have to rush.
50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
On the drive, picked up by, looks like Palm. Kleinetz on the drive. He gets fouled from behind on the block, on the dunk attempt. And that's one of those, I think he even knew that he was going to get shot. He was going to get fouled, so why not go for a dunk?
Yep. And as the ref fixes the net right there.
Ben Sheridan gets his first, team 4th, as they take a quick timeout here. 2 shots upcoming for Tanner Kleinetz. 13 to 10 your score. We'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. 2 shots for Tanner Kleinetz as he nails the first. Puts them up 4. I tell you, just doing ads for Rosie's Pizza makes me really want some.
It's Rosie's Pizza. You can't go wrong.
I tell you, I don't know what type of sauce they have from that marinara, but it is delicious. Well, shot will not go. We'll say underneath the basket or 2 shots. It'll be underneath the basket on the spin. Call the foul on. It'll be on Osmond Perelku. It's kind of what's bad about being on this side of the gym is I can't see what the referee's number is putting. I have to wait for Croxton to tell me.
Oh, really? You can't see the referee's numbers, huh?
Well, yeah, but I know that if he puts up 2 hands, it's not going to be 7.
Whatever.
Shot is off. Rebounded by South Fulton. Be off of, I do believe, Palm. So Woods will take it out underneath the basket once again. 3rd time's the charm as it's tipped. Never mind, it's going to be 4th time's the charm as it's tipped out of bounds again. They'll try it on this side, however. Hey, they got it in.
There we go.
Sullivan with the ball, swings it towards Woods. Hands up, tipped out by Osmond Perelku.
Great athleticism there from one of the audience members. Just able to get the ball up and be able to grab it like that. I think he's ready to go NBA.
Sullivan back up top towards Jet. Inside Sherrod. Pass back, 3 ball. That'll hit. 3 for Nick Houston.
4 minutes to go. 4 seconds to go. He's going to have to take it.
Last second shot. It's going to be blocked. At the end of 1, 15-13 your score. We'll take a break. Be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up,
went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day. I'm Brett Powell, your local country financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 15-13 your halftime score, brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Conley on the pickup, and it's going to be a foul. As a charge.
This isn't horse racing. This isn't jousting.
Nick
we don't
Houston.
charge.
The foul charge, that's what he's meant.
I know.
Houston gets his second, team 5th. Osmond on the fake pass. Shot is up. 2 shots up coming on the foul. That'll be the team 6th. So Spartans in the bonus already.
Team at 6.
One more foul from them will put the Spartans into the bonus.
First one will be in. Second shot will be in as well for Osmond Perelku. Pass high up, swings out and around. 3 ball. That one will rattle out, rebounded by Barker. 17-13 your score. Conley on the shot, misses, gets his own rebound, goes up with it. It's going to be passed back. 3 ball. Palm. Caden gets his 3rd 3 of the day. It's at 20-13.
I ain't no weatherman, but I think he's
pass
raining.
Out of bounds. It'll be South Fulton ball. 7:10 remaining in this second quarter. Bushnell already in the bonus. 20-13 your score. Pass high, ball and around. Osmond has to pass back up top towards Emmett. 3 ball, that one off. 0 for 2 this quarter so far is Nick Houston. Has to pass out towards Barker. Barker towards Osmond. Trying to post up is Tanner. Swings around Conley as they'll reset on the offense. Gets some off-ball screens. Trying to go through. Man, it's just coach taking a timeout because you could tell that play was just not going the way that it needed to be. You had off-ball screens set up, and they weren't really executing the screens well at all. So with that, we'll take a quick break. Be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we get set, take the ball out from the side after the timeout. Bushnell resetting their offense. It's got Osmond Perelku take the ball out now. Swings back up top to Palm. Palm going to take another 3, misses. It's going to be fought for. Braden can't come down with it, but he's going to spin around, and he gets the jump ball. And instead of grabbing the ball, he had him around the legs. Just perfect.
I thought for a moment he was about taking the suplex city.
Gator roll, gator roll.
Yeah.
6:13 remaining.
I experienced one too many gator rolls in wrestling. Those were not fun days.
See, I got to have fun with that because it was football.
Yeah.
And that's kind of part. part of the whole deal. Who cares if you snap a ligament or something like that?
As long as it ain't yours.
6:08 remaining, 20-13 your score. Back down into the corner. Pass inside, wide open lane. Does not work, but man, go right back to that if you are the South Fulton Rebel. 20-13, Osmond and Conley getting the play from his coach. Brings it across half court, 20-13. Palm with the ball, Conley coming around, as well as Tanner. Tanner set to post up high as Braden gets the screen. Conley back inside, Braden Barker, 2 men on him, gets the foul. There'll be 2 shots upcoming.
2 shots coming up for Braden Barker, number 40.
Lots of good defense going on in this half. The Rebels haven't scored any points yet, but they have with 5 minutes left, they have plenty of time to do anything.
Hunter Atkins gets his first, team 7th as Braden hits his first line change set. As it looks like Ezra Mason, Dalton Strode, and Dalton Huffman back into the game. Carter Alleman set to come in for Braden Barker after his second attempt. Second one is off. 5:30 remaining, 21-13 your score.
Ooh, that was
stolen away by Mason. Mason gonna take himself, gets in, nice charge. That was a great play by South Fulton.
He read the play perfectly. He knew exactly where he was passing to.
Carter back in. Did he just say Carter Alleman?
Yep.
Carter Alleman back in. 5:19 remaining, 21-13 your score. Pass inside, looking down low, almost stolen away by Strode. As they got hands up, hands up, hands up. You keep on telling you that because they've got spread so wide out that they are passing between each other. And it's not like they're doing really quick passes, so those hands up will really tip out every attempt. So that's blocked by Dalton, but second attempt will fall for Caden Fogelsong. Strode. He gets set pass back up top towards Ezra.
He'll try scouting something up.
Ezra looks like he's going to pass inside, but a little bit of a broken play. They'll try to fix it. 2 for Conley, as that one will be off. And Conley gets his ball right back, stolen away. He's going to take it up himself, but it'll be a travel beforehand. South Fulton with the ball, 21-15, 4:23 remaining here in this second quarter. Spartans in the bonus. As Rebels should have 7 fouls, not 6. I swear the foul counter is always slower than anything else. Inside shot. Attempt. That'll fall for Sherrod. Sherrod gets his 6th. Conley with the ball up top. Set towards Masons. They come around. High-low play. As it looks like Dalton's going to pass back out towards Conley. Dalton has to brace out. Alleman has that play. Now, if you could space out a little bit more, Carter out of the, Alleman down low a little bit deeper. He has enough space for a quick roll there from how they're posting up against him. Rebounded by Huffman. Down to Carter Alleman. Put him up. That'll be 2.
The Spartans respond.
And just what I was saying, Carter Alleman, they're playing him a little bit off. You know, he hasn't been shooting as much as that one will fall for Jet Woods.
Jet sent that ball flying.
Spartans need to shore up their ball defense, especially deep, as they've been getting killed from 3 points so far.
Both teams have today.
Pass back. That one just a little bit too much on the pass for Ezra.
3 minutes to go.
Getting across half court. Nick misses that 3, rebounded by Strode. Conley. Mason for three. That'll be off. Rebounded by Strode. Strode in the corner. Back up towards Huffman. Changing the play now. Conley will pass back up towards Strode. Strode loses the ball. He has to find his way back. Lob pass towards Conley. Conley gets the ball. He's going to put it up. Foul. So 2 shots upcoming for Jalen Conley. You know, most of their points have come off shots, but I think if they just lock down on a straight post up, put your button to somebody play, they'd really be doing a little bit better.
Yeah, not only that too, but it also angers a little bit of the crowd too. Once you get that negative energy going against them, it's kind of hard to really combat that.
First one is off. Coming back into the game will be Emmett Pilger, as it looks like Caden Palm will be in for Conley. 23-20, 2:13 remaining. Second shot will fall. Conley gets one as Palm comes in. Palm with 9 already.
2:12 to go.
Pass at deep inside. Drive baseline, back up top and around. Open three. He's not going to take it. He's going to spin around. He gets fouled. No call. High ball rebound. Puts it up and in. Ren Sherd gets his 8th. Man, he has been a force to be reckoned with down low for this Rebels team.
Yeah.
Bringing it in within 2 with 2 minutes remaining. Strode with it in the corner. Pass high to Carter. Carter on the drive. Puts it up. Misses. Rebounded by Dalton Huffman. And that'll be 2. On the drive. Pass back out. 3. Hands up, hands up, hands up. That's all you've heard so far from this team. Shot is up on the elbow, misses. Rebounded by Palm. Mason with the ball. 1:15 remaining. Inside, Huffman on the turnaround. Misses. Rebounded by Ben. As they come towards this left side, that is Fogelsong. Onto the corner for Emmett, back up top. Spartan defense trying to shift, but between these many passes of South Fulton, they're so quick that they're having a hard time adjusting as soon as they need to be.
Fogelsong wasn't looking for that one.
Back inside. On the drive, gets between the defense right there. Fogelsong blocks from behind and a charge. Carter Alleman gets another charge. That's one of his best things that he's done so far this year is pick up charges. Fogelsong gets his 3rd, team 9th. Tanner Kleindenz back into the game as well as Osman Perelku.
40 seconds to go.
26-22.
If you're the want to force them to make a bad pass here.
Osman back out towards Tanner. Kleindenz has to pass out. It'll be a travel call.
This is huge for the Rebels. Take it slow, take it methodical, take your time.
Pass right. Tipped and stolen away by Perelku. 18 seconds remaining. Has Tanner on the right side. He's going to take it with the Euro. Rebounded and on the putback. Tanner Kleindenz.
10 seconds to go. Got to get something here.
Out of bounds. It will stay with South Fulton. 6.3 seconds remaining.
Got to find someone to get open real quick. They have number 2 open very deep.
On the right side, long ball towards Jet, misses. Rebounded by no shot.
That wouldn't have made it in anyway.
So that'll be the end of the first half of play. 28-22. We'll take a break and get some stats for you here after the break on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we let you look at the pep band a little bit, we'll get some quick scores for you, and then we'll just take off and let you sit and listen for a little bit. Halftime scores for South Fulton. Lead score with 8 is Ben Sherd, 6 for Caden Fogelsong, 5 for Nick Houston, and 3 for Jet Woods. And for BPC, lead score with 9, Caden Palm. Looks like 4 for Tanner Kleindetz, 3 for Jalen Conley, 3 for Braden Barker, 3 for Dalton Huffman, 2 for Osmond Farelku, 2 for Carter Allman, and 2 for Ezra Mason. We'll be back in just about a minute or two here on TSSR Game Time Live. So let you enjoy the band.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Well, welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Still don't have any players out on the ground.
My apologies, okay?
Go back.
I thought he was going to say, everyone, hey, move it back to the court.
Oh, no. If anything, I would have told you to do that before we came back so they didn't have to see a swish.
Whatever.
A swoosh. Anywho, 28-22 your score, 2:22 remaining. Both teams still not out on the court. As good as some of the, well, never mind. There the BPC comes back on the court. You know, you don't need to move anything. We can still see them. If anything, you can just go like that. You know, Tegan, I can do this pretty much by myself. I just realized I didn't even need to be here.
Thanks for showing. Thanks for telling me that I'm useful.
In any case, looking down at the first half, as South Fulton comes back to the game, lead scorer with Caden Palm has those 3 3-pointers. You know, I know that's good and all, but BPC normally likes to run at a fast pace, get some more turnovers, get inside shots. Really, I think that's why they took so much time at halftime. Talk a little bit more in there, get some plays set up to probably more off-ball screening, more movement against this defense. And defensively, put your hands up. Put your hands up, put your hands up. You hear Tyler Snyder say it every single time down there. Say it as much as you can, because players with that zone that they're running, they're switching so much. They're hopping around, their movement. Any type of fake pass, any type of pass that's going to be a little bit quick is going to trip them up. So if they could just slow down a little bit, have those hands out, be ready to tip anything, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, well, I will agree with the defensive part. However, for the offense, I say this. If threes work, you shoot threes. That's how I personally feel about this all. But then again, I don't go here. I don't know the usual scheme. But simply put, if the threes work, the threes work.
I don't know. It's kind of like doing a football game with me, I guess.
Oh, no, this entire thing has been like a football game.
Why would you do a football game? Why would you pass when you can just run the ball up the middle? It's kind of like that with the Spartans right now. Your post players have been playing good. Carter, Alleman, and Huffman both have some good point numbers for them already.
Yeah,
why
but
not just keep on feeding them down low with that post up?
yeah, they also need to start defending Fogelsong a lot more because he's been eating up in the paint, and you don't want to let that continue.
Also, Ben Sherrod right there, number 30, as you can see. Really just a big presence on offense and defense. That one will be out. Gets his rebound, but get fouled by Dalton Huffman on the trip. That will be Huffman's second team first here. Probably need to move it over towards the third quarter. That'd be nice. There we go. Still with the press. So try to get it across half court. Pass right back towards Woods. On the drive, he's going to put it up himself. A nice little bunny, misses. Rebounded by Fogelsong. Fogelsong puts his up, and man, with those long arms, instead of shooting, he was pretty much just guiding straight towards that basket. On the nice cut and the foul, Ezra Mason for 2.
He's able to get that one just in time.
Rebel foul, number 2, Easton Sullivan.
Easton Sullivan gets his first, team first. Looking at foul numbers, we got 2 for Nick Hudson, 2 for Caden Fogelsong, 3 for Fogelsong, as Mason makes the three-point play. 2 for Dalton Huffman, everybody else either 1 or nothing. Back towards Woods as Jet looks to drive inside, passes out towards Fogelsong, down low, shot is up, misses. It'll be a little bit tipped a little early by Carter, but he's able to come down with it. Ezra on the quick pass towards Huffman, 3-ball, Conley for 3.
Not the start that you want if you're a Rebels fan right now.
Conley with the 3. Only had 3 points earlier in this first half. You probably see Conley coming out a little bit more in this second. As a little bit of a slow start definitely did not help the BPC Spartans. Ezra on the drive, passes out towards Strode. Strode to Allman. Allman right back to Mason. You can see Snyder saying right after you pass, go through, go somewhere else. If you pass or you do anything, you just got to move, open up new spots. Shot is up for Woods, Jet Woods for 2.
He's also been a bit of a good player for the Rebels so far. Jet Woods, he's had a couple of good threes, and with that layup right there,
you're confusing him with Nick Hudson.
Nick Hudson.
This is what happens when you don't have the roster in front of you.
I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying.
Houston gets his third, team second. Shot high. It'll be 5-second call. So it'll be South Fulton ball. Full timeout taken by South Fulton, so we'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small. I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day. I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Pass inside, Fogelsong gets the foul, 2 shots upcoming as Huffman will get his third, team second. 34-24, 5:53 remaining. As looks like Caden Palm set to come in, most likely for Huffman, who has those 3 fouls. First shot upcoming, that'll miss. TSSR Game Time Line is brought to you by Hulett Enterprises. Hulett Enterprises is a Hulett truck and can take your product down the road near or far and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City or call them at 309-775-3333. Gets the second one to fall for points total 25. Back to Conley. Conley looks down to Carter. Carter Alleman's going to get blocked, but the foul will be charged most likely to number 30, Ben Sherrod. Yep. Sherrod, second, team third.
There were a couple people in the stands that weren't very happy with that call.
And, well, I wasn't one of them. First one will be off by Alleman. Three fouls compared to two. Foul issues came in too late last quarter as Carter hits the second. That one will stay with South Fulton.
They think
as it looks like even Easton Sullivan knew he kind of got away with something. Into the corner, tipped away by Conley, goes right down to Sherrod. And inside, Vogelsong looks like it might have gotten blocked by Palm. On the drive, Ezra Mason. Pass right back up to Caden, wide open three ball. That misses off the front iron. He almost got a foul there trying to grab it. So they'll come back down, 35-25 your score, 5:24 remaining. Up top to Ben. 1-2-2 defense. They swing down. Trying to get the high-low to work. Three for Jet will miss. Rebounded by Ben. Ben puts it up. That'll fall. Ben Sherrod for two. Gets his 10th point of the day. 35-27. Pass towards Alleman. Alleman swings back up top towards Palm. Long ball for Strode, and he's got the stroke tonight, I guess. Hits that one from long range for his first points of the day. Another three. That one will miss for Ben. Tipped around. It's going to be Ezra Mason with the rebound. Mason swings to Palm. Can he get his 12th? There it is. Fourth three of the day. 41-27 as Osmond Perelku set to come back in. Ben on the shot will miss. Rebounded by Carter Alleman. Conley now with 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Going to go right with the Euro step, and that'll fall.
Yeah, this
Conley for two. Three-point play opportunity. We'll see who they have on the foul. They'll call Nick Houston, his fourth, team fourth.
Yeah, this is not good in a matter of...
That is not right.
In a matter of seconds, the game went from being a 6 to 8 point game to now being a 16-point game.
We'll have to check with the book, but I do believe that is his fourth. Three-point play will fall as Osmond Perelku and Sean Link into the game. There we go. That's where I wrote down these names. I put them all together, and sometimes I still can't tell exactly where I put the names. 44-27, 3:45.
They're in numerical order.
Well, yeah, but sometimes I don't want to think like that. Out of bounds. Fulton will keep the ball. Sean playing defense. Perelku now playing the mid. Tipped away, wide open lane, down for Strode. That'll be two. Strode gets two, and they'll call a timeout to stop the bleeding a little bit. A nice run by the Spartans to really just hammer home. 46-27, 3:32 remaining. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop by and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And brought to you by Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. South Fulton with the ball. Setting up the defense now. Looks like Tanner Kleinet's going to run the point of the Tech. It'll be tipped out of bounds underneath the basket. South Fulton with the ball. 3:22. 46-27, your score. Back around, Jet hits the 3, misses. As Palm will get the foul. Looks like he kind of fell down trying to get the ball. That'll be his second, team third.
Number 34 is second, team third.
Pass tipped around by Osmond. Can he make it? It'll be picked up, and they'll call the foul on him. They'll call the foul on Perelku. Or maybe not. They'll just say no foul. It'll be nope, no foul. And he'll say he picked up the ball, so it'll be Bushnell ball. Exactly what I thought. Inside that's gonna be an over in the back call. Calm down there, buddy boy.
We have some very
3:09 remaining. Tanner will get called with the foul. His first, team fourth. Tried to go up with a lob out of bounds. Didn't really work for him so well. Ben on the drive. Nice little pass, but he's got nothing to go for it. Shots ball all over the court. Hits down Perelku with the ball. Tipped out. He's going to be able to keep it, however, has Sean Link open down in that corner. Didn't have the ability to see the pass, however. Trying to run something. So they have to swing back out towards Palm. Palm up into Braden. Braden on the top of the key. He's going to push down, gets the shot, and that one will miss. Hey, folks, he had a little contact, but that was not a foul. Calm down there. As fighting for it on the ground, he'll lay down. Will they call the timeout? They'll say South Fulton got the timeout. So it'll be timeout South Fulton. We'll see. It's a 30-second. 2:29 remaining in this third quarter. As you can definitely see, South Fulton trying to speed up, trying to get some points quick, trying to keep in this one as we're getting close down to that fourth quarter.
Yep. You got down big in these last couple of minutes. You got to get right back. And the way that you got to do that, you got to run your offense, or you got to start doing something new.
South Fulton has 1 full remaining. That is their last timeout. As we get set back out onto the court. BPC just got to keep on doing their game pretty much. Everything seems to be working so far in this quarter. Had that little bit of a lull there in the first and second quarters where they're a little bit slow. But 2:22 remaining as they really got a nice game going. Be tipped around, be picked up by Jet. Jet will get fouled. Palm will pick up his third, team fifth. And when you're speeding up like this, going through all these shots, you're already seeing some fouls that probably could have been really prevented. You're up already almost 20. You don't need to go for that huge block right now. It's not that critical. You really want to be saving your fouls now. We're close to bonus, and they've still got in the third quarter.
Yeah, you like to have a little bit of a cushion by that time. But now, that's your last one's your gimme. That's the only one that you get.
As you can see, well, you can't see, but we can see Coach Snyder down there talking to Palm. Just has his hands up going, this is all you need right now. You don't need to go down. You don't need to hook. You don't need to grab the ball. 2:14. Osmond Perelku with the ball. Conley, it's going to be right there towards him. On the drive, he's going to split through 2 and gets the... It's a defensive foul there, folk.
At least people know how
Hunter
to have a good
Adkins,
time.
his second. Team fifth. I love him to death.
South Fulton always has great fans.
I don't know. I always like, a fan base that's vocal.
Yeah.
It's bad to play in front of an entire crowd like this and everybody just sit on their hands. Traveling was the call, yeah.
Yeah,
He spun around and stepped 4 times.
I don't think so.
What are you going to say that the referees could get something wrong? Huh. As that'll be a defensive push. That'll be the 6th team foul for the Spartans. Do believe that'll be Osman Perelku's second.
23, Osman
Yep.
Perelku picks up the foul in second, team 6.
On the drive now, Barker puts it up, and they'll call him with the foul.
Why?
He had the hands down. If you're going up with somebody and somebody's putting that ball up, if you have your hands up, you're fine. But if you go down like that, that's going to be a foul.
I was going to say, I thought I saw his hands up.
Nope. His arms were pretty much good, but his hands were still down about 90 degrees. As Fogelsong hits that first.
He got the rim assist there. And then Fogelsong.
Second shot will be off. Rebounded that time by South Fulton. Trying to get the ball now. Backing around. 3 ball wide open. That'll hit. Emmett Pilger for 3.
A 4-point play there, rarely.
46-32, 125 Spartans. Need to slow down a little bit here. Got in some foul trouble as that one's going to be out. Will be blocked. .117 remaining. 46-32 your score. Here in this third quarter. Conley taking the ball out. Have to pass out towards Sean. Sean to Perelku. Back out towards Link. Link looking inside to Barker. Barker on the drive. He's going to go right side. Gets the...
Scorer foul, Brandon Barker.
Okay, we'll see who they call it on. Was
Number 30,
Ben?
Sheridan.
Yep, his third. All right, yeah. The referee down there has made sure he had the on the shot, but it looked like he was saying charge for just a second, so I'm sitting there confused. Misses that one, however. Both teams will now be in the bonus as Conley gets the foul.
Yeah, that's a retro. I was going to say, at first I was a little bit confused.
Team 8th, 1-1 will be, 1-1 at 101 remaining in the third. 48-32. I have a feeling that we're going to have a lot of free throws. A lot of free throws in this fourth quarter as both teams in the bonus already. Spartans with 4 timeouts, 1 remaining for the Rebels as he hits the first leg. Second opportunity for Ben.
Second change.
Misses that one, rebounded by Sean Link. Perelku now with the ball. Osmond, top of the key, gets the screen from Tanner. He's going to drive down, passes out towards Conley. He's going to be tipped around. Conley probably could have let that shot up. Long 2 for Conley will miss. Last touch by Braden. So it's Rebel basketball with 43 seconds remaining. 48-33. On the drive, be tipped up and a foul. I think he breathed on him that time was the call. Perelku will get his third.
Did you say he breathed on him?
I think that's what the call was. I'll have to look back. But I do believe that was the call.
Hey, I dare you to go say that to the ref right now.
Hey, he'll just laugh.
He'll kick you out then, though.
Kick me out? Oh, come on. First shot is up. Misses that of the 1-1. Braden Barker able to rip it out. It would be Conley with the ball. Back down towards Mason. Mason has to grab the ball. He's kicking it around. 3-pointer for Sean Link. Misses. Conley with it up, misses. Tanner puts it up for 2.
That was some good old bully ball right there.
50-33, tipped out by Barker, but he's able to save it. Stepped out of bounds, and it will be going towards BPC. I tell you, it's the end of the third quarter, and this feels like the end of a fourth quarter, the way these two teams are going all out.
Yeah. I'll give not UNLV, I'll give South Fulton this. They don't die. They don't go down dying.
On the drive, pass out towards Mason. Ezra on the shot will be a little bit short. Wide open lane, Ben, 2 seconds remaining, has a person right there. Sean with the steal. Nobody will be able to get the last second shot. 50-33. That's the end of your third. That's the score at the end of 3. We'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for the fourth quarter here on on TSSR Game Time Live, but after we see the cheerleading routine.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
As we get set for fourth quarter here on TSSR Game Time Live, this game's brought to you by Farmers and Merchants, State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants, State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for a personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending. At its trust department, stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street East Main Street, or their drive facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Shot is off, rebounded by Ezra Mason. Pass towards Sean, maybe gets this one to fall. Nope. Braden will get it underneath the basket, and he'll put it up for second chance points. Dangled around there for a little bit, but finally able to fall. Inside pass to Ben. Ben will get, a blocking foul. As they'll call that one on Braden Parker. Double bonus now as they're in the 10th foul. I'm gonna have to look at that one again. Like, where was he even? Oh, there he was. Shaw was off. Strode in for Sean Link. 52-33. Rebels in double bonus, Spartans in single bonus. They wipe down the ball a little bit. Hits the second. Out towards that corner. Jalen with the ball. He's going to cross over a couple times. Pass down Barker. Barker on the great shot and gets the foul. Barker decided, well, I could either put it up, put one down, and put it up and probably get fouled, as Sheridan gets his 4th. And I'll tell you, if he fouls out, that is a huge difference maker for the rest of this game. Because he is a monster down low. Barker for 2. A 1-and-1. Misses. Be rebounded by Conley. Conley passes towards Barker. On the pass back. Gets the drive. Swings back. 3-ball. Ezra Mason. Misses. Barker right there. Puts it up on reverse. Rebounded by Ben, and Barker gets a foul. His 4th. Barker gets his 4th foul. 52-34. And here should be the rule right now. If they get a rebound, just get out. Just get out. Just don't touch him. No matter what you do, you're going to get called for a foul.
Yep.
First of the double will miss. Man, I tell you, again,
those
free throws are killing this team. As game changer right now, Nate Kramer coming into the game in for Braden Barker.
He has four
fouls.
Yep.
You better watch out, Nate Kramer. You put him out here, he can hit from that range. You understand that?
Yep.
Second shot will fall. Conley gets the ball. 6:48 remaining on the drive. Pass out. Ooh, looks like 4-3. He's going to pass back. Nate Kramer. Kramer going to pass out towards Conley. Conley puts it up. That one will miss. Kramer on the rebound. Puts it right back up. Gets fouled. Doesn't get called. And that one will be out of bounds. Excuse me, not out of bounds. Picked up by South Fulton. Do not foul. Do not foul. Do not foul. Shot it. It's up. Oh, man. Strode will get his first. Team, yeah, whatever. The team 13th, 14th, something like that?
I don't know.
It doesn't go that high. First shot will miss. Oh, my gosh. Just looking down, you're already seeing like 8 or 9 points easy that they had if they just hit the front end of these free throws in this third and fourth quarters. As they always hit that back end, but always that front end never hits.
And the front end is what ultimately is killing them because the back end doesn't matter. If you can get some way to rebound it, you're good.
Well, now they're in double bonus. Doesn't matter. Shot for Conley for 2. Back out into that corner.
Good.
South Fulton with the ball. Up top to Jet.
Some Rebels fans giving
one Rebel fan. Let's be real.
One Rebel fan's giving Bushnell some advice.
Shot is off, rebounded by Conley.
I don't think Bushnell is taking that advice though.
That's a foul. Conley is down. Kids back up.
Caitlin Conley will shoot 2. The foul goes to the Rebels. Jet Woods, number 1.
Jet Woods, his first, team 8th. But according to this South Fulton fan, that wasn't a foul. First shot for Conley. That'll be off. Looks like Perelku is set to come in for Conley. Second shot for Jalen will be off, rebounded that time by Strode. Strode on the left side, picks back up towards Mason. Ezra Mason with the ball at the top of the key with 5:31 remaining. Strode, oh man, I thought he was going to take it, pass back. Hits it. They'll call it travel. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kramer, I'm pretty sure he even he thought he got fouled there. Let me look through here again.
Everyone's dying on this sideline over here.
Well, yeah, because he could feel somebody touch him on his shooting arm. So he just puts down and then realized, oh shoot, throws it back up. 54-36 your score.
If you're gonna foul, that's the way to foul.
Back out towards Perelku. Looking towards Allman. Allman right back. On the drive, looks for a fake. Goes over the head of Kramer. It'll be last touched by, looks like Houston, excuse me. Kramer take the ball out.
It's good times here.
Kramer right down towards, and that's his 5th. That is his 5th. That's a big game changer. Ben Sherrod out. Fouls out of the game, his 5th. 2 shots upcoming for Carter Alleman. That is his team 9th.
He doesn't foul off. He gets that secret 6th foul. He gets a secret 6th foul. Apparently that's how it works.
2 shots upcoming for Carter Allman. 5 minutes remaining, 54-36.
One more way for the Rebels to be put in double bonus for the Spartans.
That one will miss. Palm set to come back out, as well as Tanner Kleindenz. You know, I tell you, this probably has to be the closest 20-point game I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, the Rebels don't die.
Shot is up, and that is good. Carter Allman, he gets one. (55-36) your score. So they get towards that left side, back down. Fogelsong. Shot is up, and Kramer will get the foul and 2. Fogelsong will get his opportunity for a 3-point play. 55-38 your score. Chance to make it 39 here for Fogelsong. 4:44 remaining in the 4th. That one will fall. Pass up top to Palm. Palm will come up towards Carter. Allman on the drive, left side, puts it up, misses. As right now you got about 4 players that could be playing post out there with Osman Perelku, as that will be out on the attempted 3, Spartan ball. Here coach saying, Tanner and Carter, your guard, your guard, your guard. As Braden Barker gets set to come back into the game, he'll switch out with, looks like, Carter Allman.
4:17 to go, 55-39.
Perelku out towards Palm. Palm inside to Tanner. Tanner on the fadeaway, misses. Right back to Braden, misses. Tanner on the putback, his 3rd putback 2 of the game. That just shows his jumping ability.
He has hops.
Yeah, and rocket powers, I guess. 57-39 your score. Nick with the ball, trying to get it inside. Pass right back, up top, Fogelsong. Kramer, no foul this time. Palm with it. Perelku brings it across half court. Looks to drive, he's gonna kick back out towards Braden. Braden on the fake, he's gonna drive it inside. He's gonna get fouled. Not getting called for anything. And there's the foul. So double bonus for both teams now.
I think he wanted the foul, but
Fogelsong's 4th. So we got Ben who has fouled out, Fogelsong with 4, and Nick with 4 out there for South Fulton. 4 for Braden Barker, 3 for Palm, 3 for Huffman, 3 for Perelku. That one will fall. Barker gets his 6th point of the day. Hits the back end, and he's going to get his own rebound. And it's going to be a jump ball. We'll go towards South Fulton.
Can't fault the Rebels fans. Even though they're down by 19, they think they're only down by 3.
58-39. Cross half court, Perelku on the defense. Nick pass up towards Jet. On the nice pass back, but Barker's right there to tip it out.
He headbutted it.
He hit it with his hand. That was his hand. Well, that's what you mean when hands up, you know. Beginning of this game, they could have had a lot more of those tips. And that one is going to be a field goal.
No good.
That depends on what you're going for. If you wanted the ball to go out of bounds, then it is good. 2:48, tipped around, stolen by Paul, has Tanner. Tanner going for it, puts it up, gets no call, misses. Palm on the putback, Caden Palm. And everybody was praying that that South Fulton defender was not there, hoping that Tanner would dunk it.
Oh, great. This is great.
Inside shot. It's going to be no call towards Osmond. Osmond on the drive, going to take it himself. Right side, puts it up. Tanner almost got the putback dunk. They'll say he grabbed onto the rim. So it'll be a South Fulton ball.
Offensive basket interference.
Goaltending.
Coming back into the game will be Gavin Pemble and Peyton Mason. Out there with Perelku, Kramer, and Tanner.
2:12 to go.
Shot is up. It gets the foul and the shot. First for Gavin Pemble. Team 25th or so. I don't even know for sure. Vogelsong will get set, count it, and set for a three-point opportunity. Already has one of them and gets his second three-point play of the quarter as Hayden Little comes into the game, as well as Braden Mustard. Both JV players. Played a lot in the JV contest earlier. Little is going to be a pretty good player in the next couple of years.
He will.
Real good defensive.
The audience wants something.
And here he comes. Here he comes, Blanco. Shot is up. That misses. Now, that means in for Sean Link and Francisco Gallinardia. Look for him to get a three-point shot. Inside right there for Mason. Peyton Mason's going to put it up on the fadeaway. Can't get it to make. 1:40 remaining as it's tipped out and stolen away by Nate Kramer. Pass to Sean Link. Sean's going to put it up himself. Misses right there on the putback. Gavin Pemble. Pemble for two.
Bench can light it up over there.
62-42 your score.
1:20 left.
Little out over and across. Mason. It's going to be tipped away by Sean. Able to stay with South Fulton with 1:09 remaining. On the drive inside, Kramer to Little. Shot is up. That'll be off. They'll try for the rebound. It'll be picked up by Sean. Sean's got people all around him. Has to pass back out. Up top. Misses the ball. He's got to fight for it. Picks it back up. Last touch by South Fulton. Oh. It'll be Rebel basketball.
48 seconds to go.
45 seconds remaining. Here's 62-42. Back inside towards that three. Nick with the ball. 30 seconds remaining. Hands up, as you can still hear. Shot is up, and that'll be out. No good. Tipped around, put back up. Hayden Little for two. 10 seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6, 5. Ball to Blanco. Shot is up. 3-ball miss. Kramer with 1 second remaining. Put it up. And that'll be no good. 62-44, your final. We'll take a quick break and be back here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll get your final score set for each player, high scores. We thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 62-54, your final. We're here with some final scores on the TSSR Game Time Live post-game show, brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cool Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Able to get it done tonight against the South Fulton Rebels. Rebels lead scorer with 14, Caden Fogelsong. With 13 was Ben Sherrod. Had 6 for Nick Houston, 5 for Jet Woods, 3 for Emmett Pilger, and 2 for Hayden Little. Everything came out of the posts for them this game. Pretty much Fogelsong and Sherrod was all the game. And then kind of got away from them with those three-pointers starting to fall for BPC. They couldn't really come back and continue to fight after having no say whatsoever from that three-point land in the third and fourth.
Yeah, not to mention, too, that BPC also went on a really good run in the third quarter where they just kept on scoring. It's just they couldn't stop. And the thing is, once that happened, it was too late. But if you get rid of that and you find somebody to defend that, this game's a whole lot more closer, because you now make an 18-point deficit to like a 10, 8-point deficit, make it more manageable.
For BPC, lead scorer with 14 was Caden Palm off the back of 4 three-pointers, followed by 11 for Jalen Conley, 8 for Tanner Kleindentz. Looks like 6 for Braden Barker. Now I'm having trouble reading my own handwriting. I love when that happens. Ezra Mason with 5, 5 for Dalton Strode, 4 for Carter Allman, 3 for Dalton Huffman, 2 for Osmond Perelku, and 2 for Gavin Pemble. Pretty much three-pointer saved them in that second and third quarters as they started to fall for them. That opened up the lanes inside, and really one of the biggest things for both teams was the inability to hit free throws.
Yeah, that really killed the Rebels in the second half. They couldn't. They kept on missing their first one, and the one that they could miss, and that wouldn't be too bad. The second one, they just kept on making it. So it's one of those that you have to look after and be like, you know what? We're going to focus on this next practice. We're going to fix this. We're going to make everything okay.
As we get set, looking at it, main stories of the game was defense and lack thereof a lot of times. You know, you're looking down and you're just seeing foul after foul. When you have both teams in double bonus in both second and fourth quarters, you know, refs weren't really playing around any type of action, especially down low, and they're all bumping into each other, running through, especially transition shots, a lot of reach-in calls and stuff that doesn't necessarily have to happen. They kind of just keep on happening. That's going to happen when you're coming back from a long break like that. Really just great time right now to lock down on that, focus on that in the film the next day and say, hey, okay, we need to focus on cutting back on this. Yes, it's nice to be aggressive, but sometimes it's nice to just hold back, just take a second for him to get that ball. Once he has the opposing player has that rebound, take a second, realize he has the ball, wait for him to try and make a move, and then go there.
Yeah, and it's also, too, like, when you're at a point in the game where you're up by a big score, you can't afford taking those unnecessary fouls. I'm not saying you should just let him score in that case, but, like, in cases like those, when he's pretty close to the rim and he's already got the shot off, I think it's probably the best if you just leave it off.
So we'll take a quick break and be back here with Coach Snyder for a post-game interview right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small. I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day. I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're here for the JoJo's Game Parlor post-game show with Coach Snyder. Coach, congrats on a win coming back from a long break.
Thank you. Yeah, it's after the holiday tournament, you kind of get back to the practice, routine, and then you don't play for. I think we had like 5 practices or 4 practices before we played. Practice starts to get continuous again, and kids start to get bored, and now we have a game again. So to get them back in that game mindset, it's a little bit. We were a little rusty to start, and then we start to click a little bit. So that's what I like to see.
Yeah, low scoring, especially in that first and second quarter. Ended the first half with only 20, especially off the back of 3 threes from Caden Palm. Really helped you guys. Once that third quarter hit, though, big game change. It felt like Bushnell was kind of back to kind of playing their game.
Yeah, we talked a little bit at halftime about some things that we needed to do, and because we weren't doing them very good in the first half. And when we do those things, we're a completely different team. So, if I can get them to do that for 4 quarters, we should be in a lot of ball games, if not winning some more ball games. But South Fulton, they play hard. And we got to make an adjustment when, the flow of the game gets changed a little bit. We have to make that adjustment. That's what I kind of talked about a little bit at halftime or in the third quarter there. And I thought we did a little better job in the fourth quarter. We didn't foul as much. We were moving our feet a little better.
You could see, especially when the fouls started to come heavy and often, that the defense trying against 2 top post players like Fogelsong and Sherrod, both big players playing physical down low. That was just kind of hard for them to adjust early to everything coming right down that lane.
Yeah, and that's what I told some of our guards. I said, look, we got to attack. Let's attack a little bit. If they're going to start calling fouls, why do we not want to attack and maybe get them in foul trouble? And that's what happened. So, I couldn't be more proud of our guys of how we did some things, and I'm just happy we came away with a win.
All righty. Well, thank you for your time as we'll get out of here for tonight, get set for girls' games tomorrow. We hope you join us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for that right after this.
Thanks.